What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV. I'm going to always stand on the fact that Carlos is messy. And when I saw this clip on the Bravo Shade Room on Instagram, I definitely was like, and seeing Melody's facial expressions, which I felt were genuine, because I don't believe that she expected this at all. I was just like, this is so unnecessary, and this show is just trash. All right. So Carlos, he has his reality show podcast tour that he's doing. His first stop is Huntsville. Melody's supposed to be his special guest. Now, if Melody is his special guest that he's interviewing for this podcast live, then why would he bring out people that really has nothing to do with Melody? Now, they might have something to do with the show that he's pretty much hijacked and taken over the idea that she initially brought to him. And honestly, I talked about that already, but honestly, I feel like it was for her good, because if what she brought to him initially was what he went forward with, which was a show strictly about real estate, and her then trash husband doing that together, it's possible that they could still be in a marriage. And I'm glad that it worked out the way that it worked out so that she could, get out of it, okay? I'm not saying that she never would have gotten out of that marriage, but I believe that it happening this way, God really has a way of just orchestrating things and allowing things to work out in your favor and for your good, all right? Because I watch Married to Real Estate on HGTV, and I'm definitely not comparing Egypt Sherrod and her husband's relationship to Melody and then husband Hotel Holt. But those shows are just really about real estate, and they may show little clips of them together. With this show, Love and Marriage Huntsville, we were able to really see more of that versus the business stuff. And clearly, I believe this is really what helped to orchestrate her getting up out of it, because she was already going through stuff before the show began. But this isn't about that. I don't want to get off track. So I saw this clip, and I'm just like, this was just so unnecessary. But this Sunni chick is 100% not my cup of tea. Now, Destiny, I don't hate her. But what, she said and done some things that I just felt were just questionable, or I just didn't really care for. I know some people feel like they just can't stand the chick and they hate her. I do have compassion for some things that she has experienced and gone through, just hearing her finally open up and share her story when she did the Dear Future Wifey podcast. But I'm not saying she's a 100% victim in everything that she has experienced, because I don't care for how she was with her friendship with Melody, especially. It's like that weird stuff, that weird energy. I don't know if it's when people get on camera for the first time, and instead of just them being themselves and they start acting, if you will, then you look fake. And then when you flip, then that's when a lot of people really say, oh yeah, you're fake. Because when we saw Destiny initially and how she was just going hard for Melody, it's like you could have just been her friend and not have to go so deep and so hard, for her, right? So to see that flip, and then you go to even making disparaging remarks to this woman's mom and saying how her mom pimped her out, like that was just disgusting. So I'll never respect some things that she has said and done, but I do believe that she misses the attachment, I will say, that she had with Melody, and in her pride and hurt, instead of just trying to do things the right way, she just, operated differently. And then to see that same type of energy with Stormy, how she initially just came out the gate, pretty much ready to fight Destiny, which was weird. And then now she and Melody are not cool and she and Destiny are friends. It's just weird. That type of stuff is weird. That's why I just, the female energy stuff, I've just never really had a lot of close female friends because I just see how a lot of them move. It's just weird. But anyway, these people, they're on these shows and we're watching it and we're talking about it, and that's what I'm doing. But to see him bring out Sunni and Moses, what does that have to do with Melody? Not a thing. So he's being messy because to know that this chick married Destiny's ex-boyfriend and to know that Melody and Destiny are not friends, and Destiny has been out here saying things about Melody like, I'm open to having a conversation and whatever, but it has to be real and people have to be genuine, so she's pretty much calling Melody fake. And then Carlos brings Sunni and Moses out while Melody is up on the stage to make it look like Melody knew that was happening and she had something to do with it. I just don't agree with that. But this chick, she made some comments about Destiny. I just want to play this really quick and then I'll continue with my commentary.
As her producer, though, right? Did you ever give her a heads up that, hey, before it gets weird or the world finds out, I just want you to know me and Moses are seeing each other?
I did. I reached out to her, and I told her we need to have a conversation. I said, call me. She texted me back and said, hey, what's up? I said, well, I asked you to call me because I wanted to talk to her woman to woman. I reached out and told her I'm dating Moses, and it's getting serious. She didn't respond.
Oh, you text her that?
Yes, because she wouldn't call. Yeah, and she didn't answer when I called her. I don't owe you any...
I want to pause it for a minute. Why does she have such an attitude for Destiny if she's not in the wrong? And then she says, well, I wanted to have a conversation with her woman to woman. And then it took me back to that song, Woman to Woman. Woman to woman. If she didn't owe Destiny anything, then why did you need to have a conversation with her? Woman to woman, like she said, right? But she's got all this attitude and all this heat. And it's like, if you didn't do anything wrong, then what is the attitude for?
In the game, you're not my friend. I owe myself loyalty. At the end of the day, I didn't steal nobody's husband. I didn't break up no home. We're married, and that's what it is. This is official right here. And if you don't like it, oh well. And let's be clear, even when I started dating Moses, he had several women he was already dating. You were a side chick from day one. So when were you the main chick?
Ooh, child. And listen, I will put the clip in the description box if you want to look at it. If you have not already seen it, you may have. But what I could not take my eyes off was Melody's facial expressions. You can tell when somebody's just acting and when somebody is like, it's hitting them immediately at that moment. It's like, oh my God. Melody looked uncomfortable initially, and then she looked shocked. And it was like, wow. And to hear the things that she was saying, it was like, girl, you're going off on Destiny. You got the man. You married him. What more do you want? And to have Destiny come back, because I watched her, I watched the replay of a live that she did with another YouTube content creator who goes by Giving You the Real Tea. And Destiny, she sounded as if, well, she basically said Sunni was fired. I'm like, okay, they fired her, but then they brought her back to be on the show. It doesn't make sense. It's possible, but I don't know. But she says, yeah, she and her husband, they came to my job, but Destiny, she wasn't employed with them last season. I mean, was she just laid off? And then the layoff terms and time had expired and then she came back. I don't know. But she says that Destiny says that they made her their storyline, but ultimately each of them is each other's storyline, because I really don't think most people really care about seeing Destiny confront Sunni or Moses. Most people really want to hear about like what's going on with her divorce, with her child custody situation, and even the arrest and the charges. Now, I know she says legally because of whatever issues there are, there's some things that she cannot discuss. But if you can't really discuss those things and then you're on here confronting women that even if people see this marriage as messy, ultimately they are married. So what would a confrontation really do? Why would it even make sense? To me, it just really looks ridiculous. But to see her going off on Destiny, who was not in the room, yeah, she'll see the clips if she chooses to watch it. But to say, I don't owe you any loyalty, you are not my friend, and then say you were a side chick from day one. Well, you got married to a man that was already dating or screwing or all of the above. Because when you date someone, it doesn't mean that you're having sex with them. I know a lot of people don't know what the word date means, but a date used to mean you meet up with someone, you go out, you hang out, you're talking, having conversations, getting to know one another, not just, screwing. But I know we're in a day and time now where that's hot girl summer and sexy red and all that other bull crap. But I digress. To say that you married a man that had multiple chicks and Destiny was one of the side chicks from day one, I don't know why some women feel like that is a bragging point and a flex to say, yeah, he had a lot of them. He had a lot of them, but he wifed me down. Girl, good luck. Good luck moving forward. And I don't mean that, but I'm just saying, you'll see. Keep living. But I just saw that and I was like, this is so messy because really, honestly, Melody looked uncomfortable and she kind of looked like, well, why am I sitting up here for this part? Can I go and take an intermission while you sit up here and allow this chick to spew all of this mess and garbage that I really have absolutely nothing to do with? I could be wrong, but those are my thoughts. And I truly believe that Melody wasn't here for it, but it was what it was. Something that she was blindsided by, I'm quite sure, because that's just the way Carlos moves and stuff like that. So what I want to know is what you think about it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks so much for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.